Que no acerca, que si tú me acartas los míos, donde no la carta que te da.
Hey, Tuesday 17. What are we gonna do today?
Dance.
Simple basic. Just good luck to everybody with the simple basic. And that's it. We show you quickly.
I hope it starts with the baldosa.
I'm gonna try to start with the baldosa. I'm gonna try. You know, I don't like baldosa, and I don't know. I'm gonna try, right? Because we have it. Baldosa. 1, 2.
So it did start it with the baldosa.
This start with the baldosa. Sometimes you're confused. I try to not start with the baldosa, but it's always one step of the baldosa fit in there. I don't know why. Always one step of the baldosa. The combination is simple, as you saw it. Has a lot of good variations on changes of directions. Normal bass to start in 2. Outside partner left side. For 4 steps. Changes orientation. And changes the direction of the movement. So we have a turning, kind of embotada. I don't want to say enrosque because it's not enrosque. Very nice and embotada back, nice cross behind to the end as a resolution. And the beginning we have an outside partners. We're gonna have a lot of good rhythms and a lot of good actions in there. Right. So let's start with the first part. So again, we start in the baldosa. 1, 2, in a chain system. So instead to go normal outside partner normally on the right side, I go outside left of my partner. And I try to create 1 walk curving, 1 walk receiving. Curving, receiving. Curving, receiving. Curving, receiving. Curving, receiving. Yeah, so when I curving, I walk inner, and I walk normal. I make a normal walk with my feet. I don't try to point or anything in here. I just walk normal. And the next step, get with my right leg, yeah, I receiving. I really pointing as if it's gonna be a side step, but I receiving and then I can curve. So when I receive the movement, I lengthen as a side and walk in the curve again. But I am not creating a pivoting and a side step. Yeah, so we're gonna pay attention to that point to start with. So we have a 1, 2, I change my way and I normal and I receiving. So this bring me a curve. So that's shifting. But I am not pivoting and doing this because it gives me different effect. That's a 1, 2, and 3. Receive, 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 receiving, receive. Now, this is one part. As you see, my footwork is coming, curving, sending the foot out, not like you go to the motorcycle, sensation similar. You don't want to open too much the leg. It's very small curving, but not straight ahead forward as a normal walk. My foot starts to take the direction of that stepping. And then I receive my walk, yeah, by stepping and curving to take the walk forward. Again, I send my foot again and go again. Yeah, so always the same with my footwork. Now, on my upper body, what's going on? When I change my way, I know I'm gonna walk outside partner left. But if I maintain this orientation, she's gonna walk over there. So I need to start to aim it with my chest in this direction. And on my right leg, I start to sit, meaning everything going on top of the hip. So I can look at her and start to give it orientation to her hips to go in that direction. Yeah, so by the next move, my upper body continue looking at her. Doesn't mean my upper body is always facing her, it's always chasing her or guiding her, right? It is not I take one position and now my body is affixed and I'm walking around with my body affixed. No, each step that I do, my upper body is continue opening. I walk and my upper body is continue opening, continue opening, continue opening, continue opening, continue opening. And it's very important to you create the opening because they give a very clear road to her. The road that she taken is very clear. If she walk clear, you can walk clear. This you do for 4 steps. Now, we're gonna practicing for more. We're gonna do a lot of steps, one after the other, to the body get used to that. But what is your goal? Your goal is to always opening, opening, opening. Let's do right now one exercise, which is gonna help us to understand this going on in the upper body. So you're gonna have first, you're gonna have it recognizing, you already know this shifting of the weight. Yeah, you really shift it one way to the other, and you always have the body in a place. So now you're gonna keep the weight on your right foot. You're gonna open the torsion in your right foot. You're gonna change the weight toward your left. When you fully change on the left side, you're gonna open a little bit more on the torsion, the same direction on your left leg. When you open the maximum, your maximum, not my maximum, the maximum, your movement at home, you're gonna change the weight again. Then you're gonna open a little bit more. And then that's the maximum on your right leg. You're gonna change to your left. You open the maximum. Then you change to your right. You open the maximum. So you're always gonna open a little bit more. You're gonna start to see how by little your foot is gonna start changing the angle. But you never stop open. More in my left, I change my weight. More in my right. I change my weight. More in my left. I change my weight. More in my right. I change my weight. More in my left and more in my right. And this you can do it on speed. The same happen to the other side. You put first your weight on the left. You open to your right. You shift the weight, open more. Shift your weight, open more. Shift your weight, open more. Shift your weight, open more. And so on. Then you're gonna start to see how the movement navigate by you always open. In this moment I open just to my right, permanently. Permanently, permanently. I will show you the differences if you open and you just walk. Because if you just open and I keep it this and I just move my foot, the movement can be very no action at all. You need to have the action of the upper body as you shift in your weight. So you can never stop reaching from your tail. You see, we always look into the dogs, they start to chasing the tail and catch the tail, and they're running for the tail, they're the same. You need to feel the same. You try to catch your tail. The tail is back here. You try to catch the tail. Yeah? You try to catch the tail like in flamenco. Yeah? Always going backward, backwards, backwards. So you're gonna do that many times, and that will help you a lot so you can exercise this turning when I open, 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 open. Let's do it together. So we're gonna walk just on the curve. We're gonna take the first exercise and a parallel system for both. Then we do in a cross system. So 1, 2, you same way, outside partner left side, normal, receiving, normal, receiving, normal, receiving, finish the movement. And again, 1, 2, normal, receiving, normal, receiving, normal, receiving, normal, receiving, and close the movement.
So what's happening with our steps? So because he's outside partner left, one of our steps is open in relationship to our partner, and one of our steps is crossed, right? So we have the same direction where he is, but one step becomes open and one step becomes crossed because we're remaining outside partner left. And then of course this goes in circles, so the direction of overall movement changes. So basically imagine that you sort of walking in a sort of a circle, but having one step open and one step crossed, keeping your intention and your focus towards your left side. So first thing that you can exercise alone, as the guys are exercising their thing, is simply have the torsion to your left and try to walk, yes? So one step is open and one step is crossed. One step is open and one step is crossed. One step is open and one step is crossed, open and crossed. Now, this you can practice alone, and on top of this, because this is repetition of fourth step, we're gonna try to incorporate a little embellishment. On this embellishment we're gonna spend some time, so it's not so scary and also the guys can realize that you're doing something. So we're gonna add a simple embellishment, meaning on every back step, instead of simply passing and sending the leg for the next step, we're gonna first get the leg to a little cross and then take the next step, and little cross and the next step, little cross, next step, and so on. Now, because this is happening fairly fast, you're probably never gonna get to this position. It's gonna be sort of there, yeah, and then you have to remember to take the leg out so you can take the next step. We're gonna show it in a couple. First maybe just in a simple straight line so you can see what's happening, but in order to use the free leg for the embellishment, you have to remember to arrive fairly quickly, quicker maybe than normal, to your new standing leg. Because if you're taking your time extending and rolling and so on, maybe now you don't have time for the embellishment, yes, because you have time to land and extend the leg. So you might need to use him a little bit to almost like push off his intention to arrive slightly earlier so you can incorporate your embellishments.
Let's try together. And we're doing a line. Guys, patient with the girls. So walk straight ahead, outside partner left. So as you see it from the other side for the leaders, if I take it a 1-2, and just by now patient with the follower to see practice her kick. I walk in straight ahead, outside her. One of the details I would like to, as a leader, to you focusing with her. Don't rush the follower, even by now that you practicing. Don't try to rush her to walk fast. Yeah, please.
Because what's happening, you know, as we're trying to do this, we don't no longer have a leg to step there, yeah? So either she's gonna fall backwards flat on her back, or she's gonna try to be faster, free the leg, and she might just cut with her heels over her standing leg. So just give it a little time so everybody gets used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, as you observe, for me to give a time to her, I really step and maintain my foot behind. I stay behind. I give it time. The much time the follower needs, please. So that you do a few times, and then we do and a little bit more close in an embrace. Yeah, and we do the same in line, more close embrace.
And now, as we're doing in close embrace, you may observe that, you know, now I'm not reaching my axis fully to do this adornment. I'm kind of like almost like pushing off, right? So I'm trying to be a little bit faster, yeah, a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. So I am not, if I decide to do the embellishment, I'm not perfectly 100% in my axis. I'm a little
straight ahead axis.
I'm a little bit using my leader, yes?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Not too much. So let's try now and a curve. Right? So we have a 1, 2, and we're gonna do very big curve. Don't try to do too short right now. As I walk normal right now, because I am not closing the curve too short. I go very, very wide. So because I'm very wide, then I walk in the most possible can be in line, right? So just walking straight in line. I keep a little bit curving because we are curving, but I am not doing what you just practicing before. I am not doing this much, but we will. But as I'm practicing right now with your partner, keep it curved, comfortable enough to make a turn on the roundabout. So let's try one more time together. So we're doing 1, 2. So I go outside partner. So you give it a lot of time. Let's try now to curve a little bit more. So we have a 1, 2. Now we curve a little bit more. So my chest open first, and that guides both of us. So now I'm obliged to use the point of my step.
Now, as you see, actually when the guys start curving more, something changes on the movement, because we become more sort of like a center of the turn, like it is more pronounced or more sensed, and because of that our steps feel a little bit more crossing. Yes, so instead of walking maybe in one line or in very close two lines, I start overlapping. Yes, I start very slightly overlap. And because I overlap, meaning I create a tiny crosses, it's actually easier now to do this. Yes, because my leg, my new free leg is almost ready to fall into that position.
Yeah, it's more tight into the space. So let's try again. So we're doing 1, 2, I shift, and I take the curve. Now, normal, receiving, and then you're done. Back, side. If we put this on the line of dancing, we want to start to add by little what is coming after that. So we take it again, our 45. So we're doing 1, 2, I change my way, and I take the curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna put her right now in front of me. It's not completely the movement in front of me. Change my way normal, forward, forward, side, finish. I know this angle that we did right now, it doesn't match right now on the line of dancing because we fight with 3 couples and we are off place right now. But by later we're gonna turn it completely to be in the line of dancing. So let's do it again. So we take it for the 45. 1, 2, I change way, my curving. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this 4 they receive, I'm gonna pivot in myself and cross behind. So now we progress a full baldosa forward. So let's go into this point. This is the link of the movement. What happened with that link? As I was mentioning to you, this torsion. So you torsioning and you walking, you receiving. So that gives me a lot of power. So when I receive the last one, I continue opening into I cross behind. That gives me a new orientation. Now, I cannot over pivoting. If I over pivoting, what's going to happen? She's going to fall behind the movement. So I have to pivot in enough to be in front of her, outside partner right. So I use this turning to be for outside partner left to outside partner right. And then I'm going back to the action. So you have it, walk normal, out, pivot, cross, outside partner, forward, side, finish, for the moment. So let's try it together and see what's going on. We're going to take this front, we're going to start with our baldosa. 1, 2, I change way. Outside partner, 1, 2, 3, 4, pivoting, cross. Forward, forward, side, and finish. Again, 1, 2, change way. Outside, receive. Outside, receive. Tack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here we have 2 possibilities. I could, it's always depend on the ability of the body. We always point that because we don't want to force the people to do things that not belong to the body. That means we cannot train. We can train. But as we training, we can enjoy it and we can have fun, right? So you have it, as you saw right now, you have 2 possibilities. I can pivot in, cross and walk, or I could just receive my movement enough, cross and walk. That meaning when I go with my partner, in one of the actions I could go outside, place myself as a side step, pivoting her, cross myself and walk. Which one? Making my life easier, right? Or we can do the other one, right? Which one give a different dynamic. And say, oh wow, that's cool. I mean, but both of them are possible. It's not like one is correct, the other one is incorrect. No, for example, if I go, I don't know, close to one corner, and I do too much pivoting, maybe the movement is gonna bring me inside the dance floor. Maybe I need legs. So I can this moment just pivot in her to feel that she's in front of me, to see this in the same line. So what is important here is to sense where our partner is and to feel that we are in front to each other. So let's take the moment into the link. We have it. 1, 2, chain way, outside partner left, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We're gonna do 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 8, chain way, forward, forward, side, finish. We do the many we can practice on the left. 1, 2, chain way, and 1, walk, 2, walk, 3, walk, 4, walk, cross, forward, forward, side, and finish. So now we did in this moment 4 sets of those 2 walking, that means 8 steps. Let's do now just 2 sets. 1, 2, chain way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we walk out. 1, 2, chain way. Outside, outside, tac. Which tempo of music we will love to use in this moment? Double time at the beginning, double time on the end. For you crosses. For the follower, she used the double time on the embellishment, and each time she do her embellishment, in this case are 4, right? Just 4 embellishment. So in my 2 crosses, my two chain way, sorry about that, in my 2 chain ways, they are in double time. One of the chain way is a simple chain way. The next one is with the cross behind. So we have it. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2. Right? So if I count in all the double timing, I'm gonna name it mine's double time and her double time. So you can see it on the timings by ear where we are. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, and could be, right, to end it. So we have a double timings on her embellishments, double timings on my change way. My first chain way is a normal, the last one is a cross. So that chain way is a cross, is in double time. Let's do a few times with our partner. We have a resolution and we do one after the other. Now is coming the difficult part. Everything we did until now is the easy part ever. So we have by now one chain that very much is going to my left. And so now we're going to change to our right. But let's do first the footwork for the leader, which is the difficult one, by ourselves, and good luck again. One of the moment, the exercise you're gonna do is very complex. You're gonna have the weight on the right leg, open chest, open upper body. Take a pivoting, take a pivoting. Again, right leg, foot behind, open upper body, take a pivoting, take a pivoting. Again. Then we're going to practice over to the left. We open, open, so say open the upper body, the leg is coming right behind. Open the upper body, the leg behind, upper body, leg behind. Let's try to the other side to keep the body even, right? Weight on the left, foot behind, open, turn, Again, open, turn, open, turn. Again, open, turn, open, turn. So let's do again to the right side. So we have it. This torsion and this action forward. So on the movement, what's going to happen is this. I open and I send my foot at front. So I have it. My foot is navigating forward. Let's go with the footwork that the leader needs to know. It's a walk forward, chain way, walk back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the footwork. This is what happened underneath here. So I'm going to place myself a little bit in this angle so you can see the 1 is going there. So it's 1, 2, here, 3, 4. That's your footwork. I know, don't cry, don't cry. Don't turn off the computer neither. It's okay, it's easy. So my body goes in that direction. So you have it forward, pivot, cross. When I change my weight on my right leg, pivot, chain way, ball back. So it happens 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, when I open my upper body, my foot going to walk. 1, 2. Continue open. 3, 4. Yeah, to walk backward. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple, right? Very simple. This action you can get this sensation. The easy way to do it, to get the sensation of the turning, is by open your upper body and let the leg turn. Right? So this action later on, when you change your weight, it will give you the sensation of the ribs, how the ribs rotate on those directions. The sensation very much is over here. Don't try to put pressure on your shoulders. Let's do one exercise together, right? Let's do very much the orientation of this together. Do we know what the follower footwork are? For us as a leader, we have it. 1, yeah, 2, 3, 4. So the follower has a back step, forward step, together, and walk. Let's match the same step that we have for our same timings. So we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How we can create the dynamic for both of us? For practicing, they don't be do during the combination. We're taking side to side steps, and any side step to the right, we're gonna create a rotation for her. So we feel like we're going in that curve to end in the same place. And then we do side to side. Side to side, side to side, side to side. When I do the last side step, I'm going to change the orientation of my foot to going forward. So I want to show a little bit from behind how it look like in the exercise. Side to side. When I do, I'm going to do the movement. I change my orientation of my foot to going in that direction. So that creates a curve, so I can walk in front of her or around her. I'm going to do a little bit more diagonal, so you can see how the left foot later on plays new position there. Because when I go in that direction, that's my pivoting started. side to side. 1 and 2, 3, 4. So for her, she has same amount of steps. By now I did count just the music. 1, 2, side to side, side, pum, ta, pum, pa, pa, pa. Again, side to side, side to side, pum, 1 and 2, 3, 4. And the double time of the music, let's point to that for a second. Entonces I have for me 1 and my cross. Entonces her double is her left leg forward, right? So you have to focus on that. 2. You have a 1 and. That's the next one. When she's walking forward, I change my way to my left. And then we walk in a normal exit 1, 2. As the beginning of the pattern. So we have a side to side for practicing. We have it 1 and 2, 3, 4. So her doubles are, it's just one step a double time. She starts with the back step 1 and 2. That's double time. So she has double time. And then she pivoting, she has time, time, finish. Me, as a leader, I have time and time. Time, time, resolution.
So if you think about it, or as you're doing it, you're realizing it. For us, it feels like we have one step back and then immediately sort of a rebound that takes us forward for 3 steps. Yes, but those 3 steps are not even time-wise. Yes, so one is double time. There is one double time in there, and because it feels that difference between like emphasis on the double time and then almost suspension before the final step forward. Yes, so I have double time. Yes, it feels like there is a lot of time between that slow and slow 2 steps forward, even though they both sort of the same value. Yes, but it's double time. Yes, but if you think about it again, is back, forward, forward, forward. Yeah, so the steps are not difficult, but because they are in that curve, it almost feel like you're flying before that last final slow.
Yeah, the action, the effect in here, like everybody, this combination is been known for a very long time. It's fascinating for the speed because the effect is like wow, but it's not it is fast. But it's not that crazy fast. I mean,
but it feels like a carousel. You almost get a butterflies. You know, it's like da da pa.
Yeah, and that means because you see it fast, guys, don't try to make it fast. Don't try to rush it because that would be the big mistake. Being with this pattern for a long time, people, the first mistake they make it is to try to make it fast. So the first thing they do, they want to, and they say, okay, I have to be fast. And it's not that fast.
It is fast already.
It is fast already.
No need to make it
make
fast.
faster then. So now we're going to try to link it together. So the first part we have 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. So by now what we did is change from here. It's coming that change of direction. So from this point, it's coming that exercise that we did before. Da, one, pa, pa, ta, ta. So that is the difficult part.
So the link itself is kind of a challenge, yeah, because on the link itself, so the second part is a challenge, right? The first part we already practiced quite a bit, but to link both, that this is like a very weird change of direction in there, so that's a challenge too.
Yeah, because we're going over here, and from here we change over to the other side to go back again to the same base. So we have 1, So what happened in here? So it look like a, oh, it's just easier. So let's analyze the last part, right? We were talking about to when I receive this one to an out of my partner, right? So my torsion was going this direction, now is to this direction. So here I start to go the turn in that direction, but the position they have very much is to walk normal. So I have to increase right now my change completely to that side. So what happened on my upper body? So I'm walking all the time for 4 steps, open a lot. 1, receiving. 2, receiving, closing. So now my upper body, that was over here, facing to this direction, by my body changing, or well, by the pivoting or by receiving with my hips, my upper body changed immediately, automatically, to say, or magically, to the other side of her. So from here, I start to go in the other direction. So what is the action that you have? You have it. This torsion, 1, 2, 3, even you go in line, 4, change the torsion. So my torsion was in this direction, now it's going to this direction. But it's coming the isolation. You cannot move physically your torsion from this side of the room to this side of the room. And you know why, no? Because you're going to bring her to the other side. So in the moment that you did the last step over here with her, yeah, if you do this, she flies back in this direction. So when you receive the last back cross for her, you need to maintain your upper body in place, even if you pivoting or if you prepare yourself before. So you cannot move her. That would be the challenge part as a last sequence in the end. So you got here, you receive. See, my upper body stays in the same place, even if I pivot in her or if I pivot in myself. I keep my upper body isolating to her. That's the end of the first transition. Because if I'm going to change my body to the other side, and I do that, I bring her to the other side. And that's different sequences, not what we're looking for. So I need to change my body by staying the same orientation. And from here, my next movement is going all the way around there. So we're taking outside partner normal, around, and then close behind, and create a rebound. So now, when we go outside our partner here, I know she's gonna go there. So on my body, yeah, I need to have already the orientation. They're gonna give to her that direction, the rebound, and then move forward for her so she can finish her movement. Right? So from here, I have it to send her out into there, the rebound, the 3 steps forward, and her forward step to complete her action. So I need to have already on my body that lead to her as I do in my movement. So I need to bring her over there, create the rebound, let her pivoting, and do my step at the same time. Okay, that's the difficult part for the leaders in this momento, because your body is going. Now, because I know we are in the lesson, and because we are in the lesson, the follower remember the combination. So because you remember the combination, it's going to be easier for now, right? But when you're going to dance socially, you have to have clear that you need to develop the lead for that. Because maybe the follower, it was not in this lesson or in any other lesson that they did working in this tapping, in this combination. So she doesn't know that combination that you know. So you need to let her know that you will create something like that. So let's put again the combination together. Let's do a few times and apply those change of torsion. I will try to name it each part that I do, except the timing of the music. If I name it from there, don't worry about. Baldosa, chain-way, outside partner left. Walk, receiving. Walk, receiving, change of orientation by pivoting or receiving the step normal by isolating your upper body. Walking outside partner and taking the torsion toward your right side. Lift to rebound as you closing, change your way and take the walk with her. One more time. So we have it. Baldosa. 1, 2, chain way, outside partner left for 4 steps. Open the torsion. 1, 2. Give it time to her. 3, 4, and outside partner. Change the orientation. Let's talk about what happened on the end. There's another point of cadencia, right? What the cadencia is. Remember what cadencia word means is the weight of walking, right? Don't take as a musical format as cadency of nothing like that. Weight of walking. It's the way how different people walk, right?
You can say the way of moving, yeah, because here we not just walk, like we're doing more complicated movements, right? It's essentially walk, but they are so convoluted that it becomes a movement
Exactly,
in general.
yeah. Some people, when they dance vals, the cadencia of the vals, as a music-wise, is different than tango milonga. That means the cadencia of your walk, it should be different than one to the other. It's a way pretty much as a how we move. It's exactly how the movement happens, right? So depends how you move, depends how you represent. So what happened on the end of this movement? After I cross behind, my movement unwind to the right. So when I unwind to the right, when I change my way again, my body change direction. So my body has this and that. Very much. I'm crossing behind. I open to the right and the change of the way, and I closing to the left and open to the right again. So very much my body in the last movement it has open. Yeah, when I say change, you see my way changing, change, and go back again to the left, like in a cross position. I am not going change and walk in an open position. Again, doesn't mean it's wrong. It could be good for something else, maybe, right? Because if I go for this position, I change. I am not going here backward. I change and I change the direction to the other side. So that cadencia feels like a one snake, yeah, a one snake. So they give a big effect on the movement and a big sensation on the action. Rum. So you can see how the movement cae cadenciosamente.
Well, for the follower it's a very interesting experience because it literally feels like flying, and it's like the movement stops and becomes like a, you know, like in Matrix, like they stop the time and the movement is happening millisecond by millisecond. So sort of this sensation is in just before that step, in that step, yes, because we have a very fast, it feels like very fast turn, and then the movement does not continue exact same direction. It has a little suspension and it slightly changes the direction. So if you have this sensation of kind of flying, falling, being slowed down, that's a good one. That's what is in there.
So what we can do, and the same exercise that we did before, you have it 1 and 2 snake. Yeah, again, we're gonna do different directions. You can see it side to side. So you create 1 and 2 snake. Right? So you can see how the movement does this, and this. Let's do a different exercise what will help you to understand that snake action. The step you can use it for dancing in a short format, and some moment when I try to be awkward, and then I start to be comfortable as we go on. So we have it. This. This. It's a weird sensation for everybody because usually we can do that in here. Right? This is not very comfortable walking for many steps because we do it this. This is this direction, right? That direction, that direction, that direction. That's the sensation for that snake, specific in the last moment when I change my way and I go backward. When I see pivoting and go forward. So that's the sensation in that moment. Is rum, 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 rum. We start baldosa, 1, 2, chain way, outside partner left, embellishment for her, give a time to the follower, change of the orientation, now we change the direction. Snake.
Y ahora solo ante cobarde, los que marchen con amor en el naipe del río, guardarán primero perdidos también entre jugar, porque bailaste y abrazar, y luego vi que soberanamente y el capitán del mar. Que te esperes lo que no acertas, que si tú das a carta de ilusión, son de valor las cartas que te dan.